Hey guys, I've got a rated game against a player rated 1171 and I'm playing the Vienna. Knight out here. 20-minute game, so we're not rushing. Just develop d3. Maybe bring my bishop out there. Okay, so he's prevented that, but he has slightly weakened the king side in the process. I could come here, try and swap off these knights, recapture with the bishop, and then try and go in with my queen. That's an idea. Also just play knight f6. If knight comes in, I can take, and then play my knight in there. The same idea. Alright, now then. Let's just castle. It looks like he wants to fianchetto his bishop there. Maybe get his queen out, but if the queen comes to here, I attack with the knight. Knight takes, pawn takes, hitting this knight as well. Let's try and swap off these dark square bishops. Open up the f-file for my rook. If he allows me to take, yes, he captures inwards, but it's not great. Okay, right now, so he's fianchetted his bishop. He's going to want to put his queen here, probably so he can castle queenside, I reckon. If he does that, this knight's the only defender of that pawn. Just play quite a3, taking this square away from the knight as well. Okay, he's really pushing up on the king side. This knight's defended only by the queen. If I go in, or should let's how about this? Do our own pawn push. Try and dislodge this knight, which is the only defender of this pawn. Okay. Interesting. Knight here and then here. With a check threat. Not sure I like the idea of bringing the knight back to d2, doesn't really have a future there. He takes that pawn. There's a discovered attack by the queen on this knight. Right, okay. Now, knight in here prevents the queen from moving up there, and I've got this check which will force the king to move here. I'm also attacking this pawn. This is a 2-14 game for me, so it's a must win. You can defend the pawn by moving it up, or he can defend it by moving the rook there. Okay, so he's pushed. Now this wins. No, it doesn't win the pawn. Here, king moves up. Then I can check the king. Knight takes. Got bishop takes. That looks good anyway. There, knight takes, let's say bishop takes, and this pawn is now undefended, which makes a big difference. I've got another check here, but then the king might just move backwards. Let's go for this in the middle of the board. May even capture with a pawn, forcing this knight to move, but where's this knight going to go? Can't go here, or here, or here. If it goes there, I can take with my own knight. Oh, can't go there. So if knight takes and pawn takes, can't go there, there, there. He's got to move back. Take the pawn. No, 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 no. No, no. Yes. This pawn is protected by my bishop. Can also grab this, maybe even bring the knight back here and... Ooh! Doesn't that just drop? I mean, I could just take the pawn. His knight still can't go there, there, or there. So his knight's still only got one safe square. So if I take the pawn with the bishop, the knight's still under threat. I think it's just a free pawn. If knight retreats, this pawn is undefended. Oh, he's attacking again. Okay, so come back with check. King can't really go there because there's a discovery threat. I go there, he takes my knight, I take his bishop. But I think this is preferable. Can't go there, there. You can go back. If he goes here, I can play knight to there with check, discover check by the rook, and then I can grab this bishop for free. Okay, now I think I simply take the pawn. Sorry, take the knight. Or I have this attacking the rook. If the rook moves to h8, I've got a fork on rook and queen. But that option is still there, so let's grab the knight. I'll grab the knight first and... yeah, I think that's okay. I'm expecting pawn takes. I'll just drop my bishop back, putting another attacker on this pawn here. So now knight here means it's attacked 3 times. I haven't even brought out my queen yet. Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack the rook. Now I've got like rook takes, hits king and queen in one go. So he really needs to play his rook here, I think. Yeah, he's got to do that. Okay. I've got knight here, defended by the rook. Or I could just try and bring my queen up. to put my queen there. That'd be great. So if I take rook takes, queen takes, I'm just going to put my queen here actually, just get ready to use more pieces in the attack. Don't know if I need to be worried about this move. Just no, he's offered a draw, that's not going to happen. Is there anything in this move? Attacks the rook. I could bring my knight back round to here, that's an idea. Let's try that. He's offered 2 draws. He's a full piece down, it's not going to happen, mate. Well, he's actually, is he a piece? Yeah, he's a piece down. I've got a knight and a bishop. So I'm attacking the rook now. Okay, now knight to here threatens that check. But he's still got 3 defenders on the pawn. Okay, I think it's time for this move. But there's plenty of time on the clock, so we don't have to worry. This also prevents this pawn from moving. There, knight to here check wins a pawn. This pawn's pinned by the rook, so it can't capture. Now that's the idea. I can also play e4 at some point, block off this bishop. Wouldn't be a bad move. Okay, so now this is out of bounds because there's no pin anymore. Takes, rook takes, check. There, rook takes, king can't recapture. No. So what was it? It was rook takes pawn, rook takes rook, there. No. Can't see how that works. Right, let's, I'm going to throw in this e4 move. Also defends this square, so I can just... My knight will be defended twice on there now. It's annoying when people offer draws when they're in a losing position. Not very sporting. So what ideas are like queen e2, maybe just double up my rooks on the f file. Should be convincing. This bishop's awful, can't go there. That's bad. You really ought to bring his a rook into the proceedings. There we go. Alright, now if I get my knight to here, I could fork the rooks and the queen. Could just push g3 and stop the pawn from coming up, but again that's not too bad, I can just push back. Let's play this queen e2. One of the simplest attacking ideas in chess is to create a barrage, just bring more pieces, particularly rooks. And okay, now that square just looks amazing. I'd love to go there. You can queen there with check. This is defended twice, attacked twice. So I think a simple option is to play rook and double up. I'm just not sure. We move all the way up there. I don't think it's necessary. I think I'll just stick it here. Double it that way. And then I've got 3 attackers on this pawn. These rooks are both undefended. So a queen here would be that kind of force exchange of queens. Got no check there. Queen there, that pawn's undefended, bishop's undefended. Ah, you see, that's... See, I saw I could at least push the pawn there. Take, rook takes, bishop takes rook, queen takes, block with the knight. No, maybe I should have gone all the way up to start with. So I'm going to go here or here. Here, pawn takes, king takes, or pawn takes, king h1. Just do that. This pawn's defended 3 times. Be aware that my knight's undefended. So if the queen ever moves here, I need to move that knight. So I've got 2 moves. King takes h2 or king h1, using the pawn as a human shield. If I go here, the queen can't come in. I think I can grab the pawn. Knight here is a nice blocking move, just shuts off this queen's progress. Move my queen across as well. Rook wants to come across the f-file as well. Rook here. So rook g1's an idea. This doesn't work. If I go here and he takes, I take with the queen, he takes, I take back. He's traded both rooks for a queen. That should be okay. My knight's in a nice strong outpost there. So if rook takes, I take back with the queen, and it's kind of equal. Pawn and a queen is worth the same as 2 rooks. And I'm still up a full piece. Would have preferred not to make that exchange though. If I get to go here, rook takes, I've got knight takes then. Oh, knight's doing a good job there. If nothing happens, I think I'll play rook g1. My king is a little exposed now. That pawn's pinned. Down to 7 minutes though. So he's got to do something with this rook, because it's under attack. To engage this guy. He's offered 3 draws. Also, my bishop is much better than his bishop right now. We can't go there. Could go here or here. Okay, we have the exchange. We're on. He has to take the queen. Okay, there we go. So now it's a situation. 5 pawns against 6 pawns. I have 2 rooks against this queen as well. And an extra knight. Okay, so he's trying to bring his bishop into the game. I think I'd rather let him take me, and then that opens up this. Yeah, I don't want to move my knight. How about rook here, going after this pawn? Don't think the queen can actually defend it either. And if he wants to trade pawns, we can trade pawns, it's fine. Rook h1. Queen can't go there, there, or there, or there. Queen could go there or there, can't go there. He's down to 840. In fact, rook here and then rook h8, because the king can't move to that square, would win the game. Taking his time now. Played his early moves a lot quicker, now he's having to think a lot more. There's a lesson in that. If this knight moves as well, I've got a double attack on that pawn. So I think this is critical. I think I can just take that, and then if he goes ahead and takes my pawn, this has to be winning, right? The only way to prevent, well, the only way to get out of check from here is for the queen to block. This rook can always drop back and defend a1. Also, the bishop's defending a2. It's an important lesson and thing to practice is you know, striking when you've got the chance to do it. If you've got a winning attack, and go for the winning attack. And so I could have simply taken that pawn. Oh, okay, he's given his king an escape square. Interesting, right? This merits calculation. So rook here now. He's not going to block with his queen, he's going to put his king here. Then, if he does that, rook there, king here. So he's found the best move. Found the only move, really. King here, and my knight can't attack it. There, just drop my rook back and come after this pawn. He has no checks, which is nice. And the queen can't come in there, which is important for me. Okay, drop the rook back. We're attacking this pawn now, threatening to win the queen with a pin. So what's he going to do? Move the king again? He can't go there. Right, so he's coming after this pawn here. But rook takes pawn, check. I can always drop my rook back to defend that pawn. Also attacking this one here twice. Let's throw in the check. Options for the knight to come in now. The king has to defend this bishop, so he has to go to one of these squares. Alright. Now this attacks the bishop. Take. That looks like it makes sense at this point. I'd like to move this knight and be able to get my other rook into the game. And I'm going to take that. How about knight back to e3 defending that pawn? Ooh. Okay, let's defend with the rook. Can't take that or that. And now the queen's under attack. I'm a knight and a pawn up. No, I'm not. I'm the equivalent of a knight and a pawn up. King can't go there or there, so if I check, I can block with the bishop, I can check again. No, I can't, because that's not how knights move. Queen has to move. Only got a few options. Wow. That's a move. Look at that. So if I take the bishop, I've got queen takes. Wow. That's leaving him with only a queen against 2 rooks, a knight and a bishop. But I lose the bishop. Takes, queen takes, it's a block. Go here. Is he out of checks? That was a very, very good move he's found. Here. He's got no more checks. If I take, queen takes, let's say block, queen takes, bishop, I can attack the queen. I'd like to play that. Here. Or takes, okay, 2.5 minutes. Right, I'm just going to dodge. The queen's still under attack, remember. Can't take there, can't take there. Bishop could take the knight, in which case I take the queen, that doesn't work. So now he's got a bishop under attack and a queen under attack. How does he get out of that? I don't know. He could just, for example, go here. Actually, that pins the pawn. That's probably the best move. Queen c3. So queen c3, I might just throw in a quick check. He's under 5 minutes now. I'm down to 250. Check, and then what I'm going for is, for example, if king there, I've got possibly a knight fork on king and bishop. That would be winning. Can't block with a rook. That's another nice check as well, actually. Check, king takes, rook here maybe. Whew, it's sharp. Okay, so he found that move, that's good. Right, quick check. King can't go there. King's got to come back. Got 2 squares. Okay, bishop blocks. Let's throw in another check. This is an idea as well. Okay, king's taken. Right. He's a fighter, I'll give him that. Okay, this would attack. Don't think he's got a good check. No, he hasn't. Okay, there's 2 attackers on the bishop now. Three minutes 20 against 2 minutes 20. The bishop moves in this direction. I do actually have... No, not really. Doesn't really help. Bishop's always going to be defending that square when it moves, so I don't have this idea. It's a spiky game. Very sharp game. I don't know what he's going to do. He's got 4 squares really. 5. No, no, no. That's a possibility. Two minutes 10. Okay, there we go. I could attack the queen. That doesn't work. Rook here, threatening to take the pawn. He does have a check now, but I can just block it again very easily with the rook. Threatening that, but the queen's currently defending it. Let's block it. Just block it. Time is of the essence now. He's got a check here. Come back with a rook. Threaten the queen again. Let's do that one. It's going to be hard for him to win the game with a queen and a bishop against all these, against 4 pieces. Oh! Okay. Missed that one. I wanted to get my knight into a position where it could give a check, and he can't right now. Queen can come back here. Oh! Good move. Right then. Game on. 1 minute 18 against 1 minute 39. That was a good move. Oh yeah, well done. Well done. Alright, throw in a check. Where's the king going to go? My rook can go here or here with another check. 1 minute 3, 2, 1. Final minute. I'm on 136. I'd like to win this pawn. Check. He's only got 1 move. Right. Okay. What do we do? If he takes that pawn, it comes with check. Don't think I can take the pawn though. Right, so this is dangerous. So if he takes the pawn, my king goes here, he's got the queen there, and then he can mate me. 52 seconds remaining. I can't push because the bishop falls. Can't put my rook there because king takes. What do I do? I move my king out of the way. If pawn takes now, I can take back with the bishop. Wow. Take back with the bishop. Okay, it's defended. And he doesn't have a good check right now. 35, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's not a check. So I can go here. He can check there or there. I'll just move out of the way. I have a check. Oh, you devil! You devil! He's absolutely got me. Right. He got me. Well done. And now Queen H mate. Well done. What a fantastic game. What a fantastic game. Well, if you're going to lose, lose in style. That was a great effort. I'm sure I made some blunders at the end there. It'll say it was totally winning for white. Totally winning. And I made 4 blunders. So this was my totally winning position. Alright, so where does it go wrong? That's a blunder. but not the worst one in the world. Okay. Knight here, questionable. Mistake. Mistake. Because of that check. That's a mistake. So's that. So's... Oh my... Wow. So here, should have just moved my king. Yeah, clearly. All right, but I'm still... No, now it's a losing position. Wow, with a minute and a half left on the clock. Okay, that's a mistake. Good, but what was best there? Rook e3. Oh yeah, pinning the pawn on the queen. That's what you get. That's a blunder. All right, should have again just moved the rook down, put the pressure on the pawn. Need to remember this. Okay, blunder. King c3 is forced. That's okay. Wow. Wow, great game. Kudos to my opponent for rescuing that one, because I thought I was all over him. And in fact, I was at the start of the game, over him like a rash, but lost my accuracy towards the end. So there you go. A stunning defeat in the Vienna game. Hope you've enjoyed that. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.